$200. $250.
I know you want the date, but be cool.
$500.
Good talk, Liv.
What's it gonna be, Lady in Stripes? 500 going once? Twice? Sold to the Baker Beauty.
After all the lies and deceit that have been perpetrated for so long, the truth is finally finding the light. All the veneers are being taken off and clashes and battles begin to erupt as Spencer faces Jordan and Coach Baker, JJ faces Asher, Layla faces Clay, Jordan faces Clay for Layla, Olivia faces Alicia. Stay tuned as we dissect All American Season 5 Episode 10. If you are new to this channel or haven't subscribed, don't forget to click on the subscribe button at the bottom right side of this video and switch on the notification button for more videos like this. Decisions have been made behind Spencer's back and Spencer has been in the dark. He realizes that those he thought were family have betrayed him, including his mother. Jordan has been jumpy because he knows he is still keeping things from Spence and thus he is startled whenever he unexpectedly sees Spence. He was jumpy in the last episode when he was supposedly talking to Layla about the transfer portal and Spencer came through. Check the breakdown of All American Season 5 Episode 9 in the description below. He still is as Spencer is doing nothing but just sitting in a house in which they live together. Spencer finally confronts Jordan about Coach Baker being the new head coach of GAU, which AD Barnes informed him about. Jordan, tired of these merry-go-round games, finally admits his knowledge of this. Jordan tries to explain away. But Spencer is angry and not accepting of Jordan's excuses, as Jordan of all people knew how hard he has been fighting to keep this school together. Meanwhile, Olivia, after having a not-so-successful date with Noah, is on a get Spencer back mission. Spencer has been a loyal and persistent chaser. When Liv found out about Alicia, Spencer came back to check on Liv if she was okay. He used that as an opportunity to let her know he hasn't moved on and he still wants the relationship if she wants it too. But Liv decided to end the relationship after their steamy sexual encounter the night before, which she referred to it as closure. And now Spencer, still in love with Olivia but learning to love again and trust somebody else, has been stunted by Olivia's rekindled interest, which will be touched on later in this video. After Mrs. Baker messed up Preach custody hearing the first time, Coop is taking over and making sure Preach is in a better position to get Amina back from her grandparents. In order to have a solid case in court, Coop is making sure all the needed boxes are checked. Which makes Preach mad because his checkered past disqualifies him from showing the court that he could be a responsible father to Amina. As much as he seems to be fighting Coop, he is fighting to make sure he could outwash his old life, which keeps rearing its head, even though he has risen above the morass of that life. To get out of the swamps of his feelings, Spencer finally confronts Coach Baker. Due to his anger, he lets out all his feelings, which was quite productive as pent-up emotion is unhealthy, but Coach Baker's feelings might have been bruised by the way Spencer spoke to him. Coach Baker lets Spencer know he had no plans of taking that job. He sincerely went there to make Coach Kenny shine. But he was offered the job instead. Once again, Coach Baker explained away as Jordan did, but Spencer was not having it. He felt betrayed enough that he was unwilling to see all other perspectives, even if those perspectives had sound reasoning. Making mad moves is what Olivia is doing to get back with Spencer, as the Baker family seems to be on a backstabbing mission. She comes through the beach house wanting to see Spencer as though they are still together. She even suggests staying over to make Spencer his protein shake to have after his run. To take things to the next level, Layla suggests a bidding war, to help Jaymee with her medical bills, as they sell out the finest dudes for girls to have their pick of a date. As long as they are the highest bidder. Olivia is extremely excited as this is an opportunity to win Spencer on a date by flexing Coach Baker's money. Olivia is in no way fazed by Spencer having a girlfriend, as she believes Alicia is the rebound chick. Olivia seems to have chosen the selfish route, choosing when and when not to love Spence, without regard for whatever the cost may be. In this case, the cost of breaking another woman's heart. What do we think? Please share your thoughts in the description below. The battles continue as Layla and her ex-hookup partner, Clay, get into it over an article Layla published about Legacy and her using her name, Keating, which is Clay's label name. Layla always wanted to start her own label and not depend on her dad, but was disappointed when her dad gave the label to Clay. Clay and Layla have been battling ever since that incident. Music might be the main cause of the fight, but there might be a lingering aspect of Layla not wanting to be with Clay, and Clay using Layla's dad's label, which has the power to influence Layla's growing and upcoming record label, as payback. Jordan, looking forward to the season and making sure he doesn't play, is ready to use those hands he used on Damon on Clay too, but Layla stopped him from what he does best, which is fighting and not football. It was a beautiful sight to see, as Layla and Clay decided to move on and help each other in an industry that is already tough. Clay decided to give Layla her name back and start a label with his own name. Do we see a triangle forming between Layla, Jordan, and Clay? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Elsewhere, Spencer is trying to move on with Alicia, but his heart is not allowing him to. Since Spencer accepted Alicia to be his girlfriend, they seem to be growing further apart, because Alicia is pushing and Spencer is pulling. Maybe because Spencer is so used to sharing his problems with the Vortex and Alicia is not one of them. Matters became worse when Olivia took Spencer on a date to help relieve his stress. And it worked. Because Spencer allowed Olivia to help him get over his emotions. Spencer was so relieved that it was very much obvious to Alicia. Alicia was quite dejected that Olivia, his ex, did a better job of releasing his stress than she could. But Alicia suggests that in order to be his girlfriend, he has to be more open about talking about what is going on in his life. Dollars for Dudes was a success, as the Vortex was able to raise enough money to help Jaymee with her medical bills. But as a cover, it was a point of reference in bringing back certain relationships that have been dormant, in this case, Asher and JJ, Spence and Liv. Alicia didn't see it coming as she was ecstatic about outbidding all the ladies that did bid for Spencer. Little did she know, that Liv was waiting patiently to crash her spirits. Liv's strategy for the bid was to get Spencer at all costs, no matter how much of my father's money I throw away. Sorry, in this case, help a friend. On the other hand, JJ and Asher have been beefing since the off-season started. All Asher wanted to do was to make JJ focused and become one of the best college football players in the country. But it was obvious that JJ didn't want that for himself. JJ left the beach house after his fight with Jordan, only for him to show up to Dollars for Dudes and pony up $5,000. JJ and Asher were able to squash their beef and move on because they now understood each other as they talked through their feelings. Meanwhile, the beef between Alicia and Liv was just starting. Liv walks up to Alicia, who is very much fuming at this point, losing to Liv in the bid. She introduces herself as Spencer's girlfriend to make sure Liv knows her current place in Spencer's life. But the introduction left Liv unshaken as Liv's facade eluded utmost confidence. Liv was bold enough to imply that Alicia was not doing a good job taking care of his man and she is waiting outside to make sure he is well taken care of. Alicia had no option but to accept defeat and trust that Spencer will come back to him, but her facial appearance did not elude a lot of confidence. In the mind of Spencer, himself and Liv are just finding a way to be friends again. But Liv pours out her true feelings to Spencer about spending all that time with him again because she wants him back in his life. Which is exactly what Alicia was afraid of. Spencer seems emotional and confused and wanted to say something, but Liv went on talking and left right after she said all she had to say. From watching the All-American universe thoroughly, there seems to be a trend where this happens a lot. Liv waited for Spencer to be with Layla before coming back to her. Damon entered a relationship with Thea right around the time Simone broke up with Jordan. Do we think Spencer will break things with Alicia or stay with her? Is this situation any different from other from love plots that have developed in All-American? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. With that being said, this is what we have for All-American Season 5 Episode 10, where all opposites faced each other to win the war of love or to reconcile after the betrayal of friendships and family. Stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to drop all your thoughts for Season 5 Episode 10 in the comment section below. Please don't forget to switch on the notification button for more videos on the All-American series. Thank you for watching and see you soon.